standing in the middle of the hallway in my high school, a bunch of students behind me about to carry out some stolen goods. And it's my job to act as lookout. And all of a sudden I realize I can't see anything. When I was in high school, I was willing to do anything to feel cool. And I was also willing to do anything to not have to wear my glasses. Growing up in my family, money was not something to be spent on clothes for fashion purposes. Clothes were meant to protect you against the elements. They were to be procured as cheaply as possible. They were meant to be worn until the last faded patch had frayed into dust. I had 2 older brothers, so I wore their hand-me-downs. I wore hand-me-downs from the older kids on my block. I wore hand-me-downs from my cool cousin in California. And there was one day when we went to the House of Bargains and I spent $1 on a neon pink hat. That was a good day. This philosophy extended to my whole family, which is why my dad, a lifelong Philadelphian, obviously Eagles fan, had a winter coat with the New York Giants logo on it. Because my mom had found it for sale at Burlington, and he had to wear that coat for 6 years. And we grew up in Northeast Philly, and we almost got beat up on a daily basis. And I don't blame those kids, because I'm still having identity issues about that. But anyway, it extended to glasses as well. I wore glasses in elementary school, and the trend in the 90s was like big wire-rimmed frames. When I got to high school, that trend had passed, but do your glasses still fit? Yeah. Can you still see? Yeah. Then shut up. Money is not meant to be spent to prevent your embarrassment. It's for 2-for-1 macaroni deals at Acme. Now sit down in the kitchen so we can trim your bangs here because only fools pay money for haircuts. So because contact lenses would be an extraneous cost for someone who had glasses that functioned, I had to wait till I was 17 for contacts. And I got contacts, and I got up an hour early before school every day because it took me that long to put them in. And I would be in my parents' bedroom because they had a full-length mirror, and in my bedroom there was only a little tiny mirror, and I needed the full-length experience reflected at me with all the squinting and the tearing and the hopping up and down on one foot like, get in. 3 out of 5 days of the week senior year, I was going to school with one contact lens in. But I was not going to wear those glasses. I went to Catholic school, and I really wanted to be a rebel. I was listening to a lot of Joan Baez, writing quotes about war and peace on my folder. I just wanted something to protest. I just wanted to circulate a petition. For what? Whatever. Just give me a cause. And I had this idea that if I became known as a cool activist, then everyone would forget that I used to be a dork with uncool glasses. I thought that being an activist would be acceptable and cool in high school somehow. So I ran the community service club, and senior year they instituted this thing where we had to do 40 hours of required service. So all of a sudden, everyone had to talk to me because I was hooking them up with all the service projects. So I was like Leslie Knope, huge binder. I'm very important, everyone's coming up to me. I'm not wearing my glasses anymore, yeah. And I ate it up. It was running a mafia situation. And we had this big toy drive at Christmas called Operation Santa Claus. And, headset, clipboard, we're getting all the toys. So we got a lot of toys. It was really successful. We had all these toys collected, and we had way more than we actually needed for all the families that were on our delivery list. And a couple weeks before we were supposed to do the delivery, I saw on the news this Salvation Army in North Philly was saying that they needed extra toy donations because they didn't have enough for their families. So I go in the next day to our faculty advisor. I'm like, Mrs. Connolly, I know where we can bring all the extra toys. The Salvation Army, they need them, da-da-da. She said, no, we're a Catholic school. We can only give to a Catholic charity. This is how it works. Stay within the network. It's all politics. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Knee socks, abortion, going to hell. Whatever. So I'm I'm not even going to argue. This is my moment. I haven't been listening to all these Pete Seeger lyrics for nothing. So I go back to the bio lab where all the toys are stacked up and all the student volunteers are, and I'm like, guys, come here. We're going to steal these extra toys. We're going to bring them to the Salvation Army. And they don't really question or care. They just know they're going to get an extra hour of service time. So they're in. So I'm drawing a map of the school on the blackboard, calling football plays on my hand. You're going to get your car. You're going to be a runner. You're going to be a lookout. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. You have a beeper, so someone's going to call you from the payphone in the cafeteria. It was 1999. And that's how we're going to know that you're here. So we got all situated, and Mrs. Connolly is in her office downstairs, and she always took the elevator up. So when you heard the elevator ding, you know she was coming. So I was the lookout. So I'm in the middle of the hallway, and I'm waiting for the person to run up the stairs and give the signal, and I'm also looking to make sure that Mrs. Connolly doesn't come up and catch us. And then I realize, crap, I only have one contact lens in today. I can't really see anything. I can't tell if the person down the end of the hall is a random freshman going into their locker or the person I need giving me the signal. And if the elevator, somebody comes off it, it might be Mrs. Connolly, it might be somebody else. And then I'm going to be caught and I'm going to be screwed. And no one's going to know that I'm a badass rebel. They're just going to remember me as the girl with the glasses. So I'm panicking. I cover one eye like a hysterical pirate so I can focus. And I run back and forth and then I can see. And then they give the signal. I yell, go, 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 like we're in a platoon somewhere. 6 trash bags full of toys. They run down the hallway, down 3 flights. They throw them in the back of this girl's car. She had the loudest transmission ever. Cigarette hanging out of her mouth. She's tired of squealing. She pulls out, delivers the toys to the Salvation Army down Broad Street. And I'm like, I did it. Pulled off a Robin Hood with one eye. 17 years pass. And actually like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I ran into this guy that I hadn't seen since high school at this event in Philly. I was like, Brandon, we went to high school together. Hey, what's up? He was like, sorry, what's your name? I was like, Martha Cooney. He goes, oh, did you have the glasses? Now I can see so much more clearly that even though I was willing to do anything for people to see me in a certain way, all that really matters is how I saw myself. And I think I was pretty cool. Thank you.